The United States' departure has prompted dozens of leaders across the globe to publicly recommit to their carbon-cutting goals. But the Australian government is avoiding any direct criticism of Donald Trump. Here's National Affairs correspondent Greg Jennett.
History is calling.
The lights of Paris have dimmed, its parade of leaders passed.
We've shown that the world has both the will and the ability to take on this challenge.
18 months and the arrival of just one man on the stage is fraying the world's collective will.
It is disappointing. We would prefer the United States to remain part of the agreement.
Australia was hardly surprised. Its responses were well prepared. From Melbourne,
we do differ from time to time on policy issues, but we have maintained our commitment to Paris.
To Asia.
We are committed to our Paris commitments,
but not to all on its backbench.
The last thing that you want in any organisation is everyone agreeing with each other.
Craig Kelly led a small but vocal Liberal celebration of America's breakout in faint expectation their frontbench might backtrack. It won't.
Many other major countries have reaffirmed, like Canada, like Japan, India and China have reaffirmed their commitment to Paris. Australia does too.
The US is formally abandoning an Obama-era pledge to cut carbon by 26 to 28% within the next 8 years. The goal was about the same as Australia's, but 5 years sooner.
Which means we'll need better solutions to manage our resources.
The questions now are whether the power of US innovation and heavy investments already planned could achieve cuts of that size without an agreement. And if it doesn't, where that leaves China.
We need both of these great nations to show leadership, and action on climate change that is effective globally will require both nations to show that leadership.
In Singapore and in Sydney over the next 3 days, Australia will have many opportunities to tell Donald Trump's Secretaries of Defence and State what it thinks American leadership should look like. Its tactic will be to avoid lectures on climate change and to focus instead on regional security. Greg Jennett, ABC News, Canberra.